Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Babbler, joined here by the mixologist of professional wrestling, Mr. Chemical Julian, and welcome to a special edition of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on BodySlam.net, and we are talking about Black Friday.
It is the Black Friday edition of the Roundtable, and let me tell you, it is the hottest sale of rumors, roundtable, results, opinions, pundits, just everything you want to know. It's on sale. It's on here, and there's a whole bunch of folks here to dish it out to.
Hey,
no lines.
Let's go.
All right on tap. Come
Everything
get it.
must go, ladies and gentlemen.
Bucket loads.
If you ain't buying your socks, if you ain't buying some Crocs, if you ain't getting ass clamps, whatever it is you're looking for on Black Friday, you got to get it. You got to get it.
Got to get it.
Someone said I didn't do my intro.
If you head over to WWE shop right now, you can get a Mark Calloway t-shirt. You can get a Mean Mark Callis t-shirt.
You know what was really funny when you told me that earlier?
Undertaker t-shirt. I mean, he got three faces like Mick Foley.
When you told me that shit earlier, I thought you were joking. But ladies and gentlemen, apparently you can still get a Hit Row t-shirt also.
Hit Row. I'm going to buy one and put RIP on top of it.
Rest in peace, Hit Row. What a fucking bitch.
You can also get your Dr. Isaac Yankem t-shirt too.
DDS.
And you can swap it with your Britt Baker DMD.
Wow.
Only one of which was a real dentist, ladies and gentlemen. And if I have to tell you which, then you should just probably not be watching the show right now.
So Cheryl is already about to get her ass in trouble. She says, searching for ass clamps on Amazon. There it is. I just knew it. So I was joking around today with someone, and I told them that since it was Black Friday, I was going to do a special intro. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, live here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, the mixologist, Mr. Chemical Julian, your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Plus, Sexual Chocolate is in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is Black Friday here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And my sexiest, a smooth jazz voice. Anyway, yeah, don't try to call me out saying I ain't gonna do it because I would do it.
Hey, on this Black Friday, when we talk about Shawn Michaels, we don't mean HBK.
You're gonna get us in trouble, Julian, already. So let's talk about AEW Rampage and WWE SmackDown. And what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let Julian start it out with the SmackDown results. Because man, oh man, tonight has been a bunch of shit. Let's go.
Hey, so SmackDown starts off with Caleb Braxton and Roman Reigns and the wise man, Paul Heyman, in the ring.
Not so
and
wise.
Guess what? Roman's got no one to fight. He's beat them all. He stacked them. He's pinned them.
That's what happens.
He got rid of Edge. He got rid of Daniel Bryan. He got rid of John Cena.
You can't see him.
He pinned Big E. He choked out Drew McIntyre. Who else is he taking care of so far? But
everybody.
I mean, hell, he's choked out everybody except for Kamala himself. But of course, the crowd is sitting there chanting Brock.
But he already beat Brock.
And Heyman's like, oh, hey, he's suspended. He ain't coming back. And Kayla's saying that she's heard rumors and innuendo that he is coming back. Well, Heyman's like, hey, by the end of the show, if you don't have any confirmation of these rumors, maybe you should be fired.
Okay, so
this is what we call in literature foreshadowing.
Let me stop here real quick because I was reading something on Twitter today, and it really disgusted me. And it disgusted me for a simple reason. Brock Lesnar wrestled Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yes.
Why did Roman say, I flew all the way across the world to smash that ass. I don't understand why he said that, but
Maybe
I'm
you
pretty sure he
thought.
didn't mean it the way it sounded. But let me tell you, ladies and
Maybe
gentlemen,
you thought he was talking about Brock Lesnar.
if I said I got in my car and drove to another state to smash that ass, you are automatically going to assume that I went in my car, drove to another state, and did the thing, right?
I really try to stay out of grown folks' business. I mean, you just got to do what you got to do.
You can't stay out of grown folks' business when they put that shit on Twitter. Let me tell
Hey
you something
man,
about Twitter,
look,
ladies and gentlemen. That shit never forgets.
Hey, they call your man the Rat King for reasons that I don't know about. But you know what? I let him do what he got to do.
Look. Speaking of the Rat King, you had to bring that up. Look, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day that we have been waiting for here on BodySlam.net. Ladies and gentlemen, look, BCW Worldwide and BodySlam.net proudly presents Go Stuff Yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, it is live tomorrow on pay-per-view, Saturday, November 27th, live from the Holocene, which is at 1001 Southeast Morrison Street. The doors open at 3:30. Bell time is at 4. And I gotta say this right now. Tickets are almost sold out, ladies and gentlemen. You better get your ass online. Eventbrite.com. Get these tickets. It's a 21 over show. It's 21 over. You need your vaccination card or a current test within 24 hours that says you are negative. Because if you can do that and you are in the Portland, the Washington, the Idaho, the friggin' Northern California area, get your ass here right now. Because it is going down tomorrow night. Oh my God, it's going to be fucking exciting.
If you're in Vancouver, you hop the border.
True statement. But here's the thing though. If you can't be there and you're not 21 over, guess what you can do?
Are you serious?
You can watch it live also.
Get out of here.
All you gotta do is hit up bcwbooker@gmail.com. That is bcwbooker@gmail.com to find out how you can get your special link. Not your sneaky link, your special link. Yeah, I said that. Not your sneaky link, ladies and gentlemen, but your special link to watch this pay-per-view live. And it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be off the hook. It's gonna be last time we had a show, some crazy ass dude had some thumbtacks in his mouth. Some dude said, fuck Washington.
Which
I ain't saying
funny enough, and I don't mean to infer or accuse anyone of gimmick infringement, but after your pay-per-view, we mysteriously saw thumbtacks in the mouth at, I don't know, the next 2 pay-per-views I watched.
What the hell?
What's going on here?
We're talking about gimmick infringement?
What? Are you serious?
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, look. While me and Julian trying to understand this whole gimmick infringement thing, why don't y'all watch this? Look, man, yesterday y'all had turkey, y'all had stuffing, y'all had all the trimmings, y'all had all that good stuff. Well, tomorrow, you can go stuff yourself. It's going to be awesome. Look, it's going to be awesome. And when you got crazy people like this crazy bastard right here, lost your way. You're a shell of your former self. He's right now. You're right. He's wrong. You
You're a loser. A loser. Remember who you are. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Let him help you. Join him.
He was right.
Remember who you are. You're a shell of your former self. Join him. Join him.
You. What do you mean he's not? Who are you kidding? He's totally right. He's totally right.
Lost his way.
He's right.
He's a shell of his former self.
No. No. No.
You've lost your way.
He wasn't right at all. Rat King! November 27th. I'm going to show you just how wrong you were.
Well,
A mouthful of thumbtacks will do that to you.
that's right. It's craziness. It is so crazy. It's
I bet
crazy.
you when he went to his dentist, Britt Baker was like, "What the fuck?"
Right? She was
Then
like,
she
"I'm
said, "I think I'm stealing that.
I'm a DMD. I'm using that shit next week."
I'll take that shit next week."
Right. So anyway, let's get into this whole SmackDown thing.
Oh man! So hey, so Kayla's told, "Hey, need to have your P's and Q's in order, and if you can't confirm this whole rumor of Brock Lesnar, and the crowd is chanting Brock, Brock, Brock. If you can't confirm that Brock is going to show up, you might be looking for a new job." That's Paul Heyman, doing his little digs. Now, let me tell you,
they love each other.
Kayla was
Her and
looking
Paul Heyman
cute as
love each
ever,
other.
and Paul was hella creepy this week. Hella creepy.
The way he came up
Real
behind her
creepy.
and was like, "Hey,"
He slid up behind her. It was like, "Hey."
he wasn't even in her DMs. It was so
Shit.
creepy.
Yeah.
It was weird.
So anyway, this time we find out that later on in the show, we're going to have what many could consider to be a future Endeavor Battle Royal, because the people that are piling up in this Battle Royal are probably your next batch of releases.
Oh man, too soon,
so-
brother. Too soon.
So, at Survivor Series, we had a 25-man. And so, this being here at SmackDown, this was like maybe 15, if that. All I know is we had Retribution in the house. That's all that mattered.
You were excited because I saw Mace and I was like, "Oh, here we go, here we go."
Thanks.
First T-Bar was in one. Now your boy Mace is in one.
I'm just really hoping that one day he comes out and they're like, bad, 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 bad boy. But they probably just get. I mean, as
That's
long
not
as
gonna
someone's
happen.
making money,
That's not gonna happen.
Hey, so first match of the night, Jeff Hardy and Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss.
Okay, can I just say the simple fact that Madcap Moss keeps getting airtime? It's just too much for me.
Hold up. The match wasn't that bad.
No,
And
the match wasn't
Madcap
bad. It's just the
Moss-
fact that he keeps getting airtime that sucks.
Yeah, dude. So if you remember when they put the New Age Outlaws together,
No,
and
no,
everybody-
Julian.
Hold up.
I'm not gonna let you do this.
Everybody kept on saying, why are these guys getting airtime? Because at the time, Road Dogg Jesse James was the roadie who came off this bad gimmick of I was the real guy who was singing Jeff Jarrett songs. And then Billy
The
Gunn
Baby Tonight
was
gimmick.
one half of the Smoking Guns, who, if I'm his brother had just got knocked the fuck out.
Butter bean.
At the brawl for all.
The brawl for all. He won the brawl for all, didn't he? He won the brawl for all. Bart Gunn. And then he fought Butterbean at WrestleMania and got knocked the fuck out.
Okay, so yeah, he won the brawl for all, I guess. But I thought, okay, so the winner of the brawl for all had to fight
the brawl for all.
Okay, so what'd you win really? You won a good old fashioned ass whipping.
You won a Butterbean beat down.
You won one ticket to get knocked the fuck out.
Pretty much.
So anyway, one half of the Smoking Guns got knocked the fuck out, and one half went on to a very successful tag team run, which
was sure about the job to Sting and Darby Allin this week, but next week. But we're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah, a little animosity there. So anyway, so Matt, fuck. I'll tell you.
Julian's flustered, ladies and gentlemen.
Madcap Moss, they've got to drop Madcap. They've got to rebrand him, give him a different name.
He's the Madcap of the team. He's the funny one.
No,
he's the dad joke buster. He's the guy with the lame ass jokes that everybody loves. Nope.
Madcap. No. Johnny Ringo. Madcap. No.
He's a Madcap, ladies and gentlemen. Madcap.
Gotta go. So even remember when Baron Corbin first got started, he was working the Fridays gimmick.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious now that he's doing Ruby. What are they doing? Ruby Tuesdays?
Yeah. That's right. He was there, huh?
Yeah, they've now got a partnership with Ruby Tuesdays or whoever, and he used to have like the whole Fridays gimmick. Yeah. So anyway, what you and I were talking about earlier off camera about how long Baron Corbin has been along in a fairly top spot.
I mean, he retired Kurt Angle.
People have hated him.
He retired Kurt Angle, ladies and gentlemen. He retired an Olympic gold medalist, one of the most beloved WWE wrestlers, champions of all time. He retired Kurt Angle.
Yeah. So he's been around for a minute, and for whatever reason, and I guess maybe he's had the right amount of heat. I don't know what kind of merch he sells. Slapjack Moss. From Cheryl, from your mouth to God's ear.
Vince's ears.
Yes.
Slapjack Moss. T-Bar Moss.
If Slapjack Moss were to revive Retribution, it's still shitty. Some guys came along and tore up the production truck and set the Transformers on fire. Who are they? I don't know.
Through a window. Oh my God, there was a brick thrown through a window.
Yeah, you can only really get away with lawn darting Rey Mysterio into the side of a production truck like one time.
Okay, that was funny.
That was like one time, one and done, and after that, no one else can do it.
That was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, and then like the cops show up for real, and yeah. So
what happened here? It's that Madcap guy.
Madcap. So anyway, they lose, and Jeff Hardy and I don't remember if Drew McIntyre showed up with a sword for this match.
Okay, so on Twitter, people were like, "Oh shit! If dude came to the ring with a sword, I'd dip too." So apparently, he came to the ring with a sword, and people were like, "I'm out."
Well, he did that for the Battle Royal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I mean, hopefully, no one jumped over the top rope. That would have been stupid. The next match was Ridge Holland. So the British Blacktop Bully 2.0.
The BB.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say
Triple B.
British
Blacktop Bully, the BBTB.
The British Blacktop Bully.
Yep.
With Sheamus.
Ridge Holland, ladies and gentlemen.
Versus Cesaro. And so I never thought in my lifetime that I would really see the Blacktop Bully gimmick recycled, like out of all
Nick Music, baby.
So I'll tell you, there's room for Repo Man. There could be room for a Drosy, Duke Drosy.
Duke the Johnson.
There's no room for a TL Hopper at all. There's no room for
why?
Why? No, fuck no.
Next thing you will have Abe Knuckleball Schwartz in the ring.
No, there's no room for the Goon or Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
Hey, the Goon was the shit. And I mean, he was shit. He was shit.
When your wrestling shoes include a thick rubber sole that's supposed to be an ice skate,
bro,
that's some bullshit.
Bro, have you ice skated before?
Yes, I have, and that was just ridiculous.
Oh man.
So yeah, no. So anyway, you know, you put Saba Simba and what's his name? Farouk Assad to bed. Keep Farouk Assad, he can go to bed.
Damn.
You can even do an APA 2.0. Like they could license out the APA, like franchise it. That would be a whole different conversation. But anyway, so Blacktop Bully, the British Blacktop Bully 2.0. He's out here with Sheamus facing Cesaro. And Cesaro clocks him. Doesn't give him the Cesaro swing. Which is kind of funny because I was going through Black Friday merchandise on WWE shop, and I saw the Cesaro swing t-shirts, and it still didn't make me want to buy it. So Cesaro rolls him up and gets the 1, 2, 3. So what do we get next, ladies and gentlemen? What was yesterday? It was Thanksgiving. So what do we get? We get a match where there's a table of Thanksgiving leftovers next to the match or next to the ring. So this is the Thanksgiving leftovers throwdown with Rick Boogs with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo.
Okay, so here's my thing about this match. I got to comment on this because this was a little too much.
Please.
Why? Why in the beginning did he just pull his pants off and then drop kick? he just ripped his pants off and drop kicked.
He threw his pants at him.
But he was still on his pants. Like when he did the drop kick, it was still on his foot. I'm like, well, his pants is still on.
They didn't quite come off the way he expected.
Oh my gosh. It started out like shit. I'm just saying it did.
And then Boogs later on got distracted because Carrillo was playing his guitar. So let's go back to Survivor Series. I was not aware, or maybe I didn't pay attention to this, that when Rick Boogs plays a riff, that it charged up Shinsuke Nakamura and got
it's
him.
Like his, it's like the whole. It's like Popeye. Remember? Okay, so what's his name?
Come on,
McAfee. He said it's almost like Popeye with his spinach. Yeah, you pop the can of spinach and he goes crazy. What the fuck
was? Man? And then of course you have fucking Damian Priest going, "Hey, you stop that!" Like what? And as much as Vince and company are like, well, the 80s were just cartoonish, pal. But I get to play a hot guitar riff and it like hulks you up. I mean, come on. I'm sorry, it doesn't hulk you up. Because if it hulks you up, you might call people out of their name. But you know, it charges you up and makes you want to break out of holes and whatnot. Come on, man. Anyway. No disrespect. Love Rick Boogs. Love the whole Boogs thing. I'm sure he'll be a breakout star on his own.
Yeah.
Once he gets rid of the side ponytail and the guitar. Well, at least the side ponytail. At least the side pony. Hey, best part of this match.
I did say that about his side pony. I'm like,
yeah,
this side pony's got to go, man. I just can't handle it no more. He's over here stealing Bailey's gimmick.
Best part of this match. Carrillo like tries to interfere and he's standing on the table with all the leftovers. Nakamura comes out of nowhere and
That was
Sweep the
awesome.
leg.
That was awesome. He's like,
He
sweep the leg. That's
He swept the fuck out of his leg. Korea went down like a sack of potato
He bumped
salad.
so beautifully.
He bumped hard and beautiful through this table and just through all the leftovers.
Man,
Yeah, it was a great sight to see.
it was awesome. It was awesome. Look, the simple fact, okay, the simple fact that he took the bump like a champ through the table, and then the next segment, the fucking table was back full of food. How
For the women's
how
for
much
the women's segment
leftovers did they have?
Hey, look,
Oh,
we
my God.
all know from all the previous Thanksgiving Day segments that have been done on SmackDown that there's a plethora of leftovers and Thanksgiving
I
meals
just don't
and
understand.
pies and I mean, come on.
Can somebody please help me understand the WWE's fucking like we are not like okay, fans, I love you guys. If it wasn't for the fans, there'd be no professional wrestling.
That's correct.
So you guys make up what we do. You guys make it fun. You guys make it great. So I will never sit here and pretend like you fans are stupid. Now Vince McMahon, on the other hand, he thinks you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots because we just literally saw this guy go through a table full of fucking food 35, 40 seconds before the next segment started. A commercial break. Maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes. Okay. All of a sudden they come back and this table is full of food.
Yeah.
full of food.
Catering.
Yeah, like those people.
That's why he had to have budget cuts.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the Pizza Hut deal was enough catering for him, but I guess not. Too soon.
You know what? For Korea to fall through a table full of hot pizza, that could have been dangerous.
Hey,
that tomato sauce can be fire, baby.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, my man. I'm just saying.
Oh, so actually, sorry, the winner of the match was Angel Garza because he was distracted by the fantastic bump that Carrillo took through the table.
There's no more Garza.
Rick Boogs was like, oh my God, what a great bump. And then he turns around and he takes a super kick and gets a roll up.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry, I got the wing clipper. The wing clipper, which I'm not really sold on the wing clipper as a finisher.
We'll talk about that.
It's almost like a reverse muscle buster.
It is a reverse muscle buster,
but not as effective.
Yeah.
I don't think. But maybe if I got robbed one night and someone gave me a reverse muscle buster, I might change my mind.
Just take my money. Just don't give me the reverse muscle buster.
Yeah. Give me a muscle buster. Give me your wallet.
Oh my God. He said the reverse muscle buster. You got problems tonight.
Next
I just wasn't happy with this. I wasn't happy with the way it just was not happy with this shit. It was ridiculous. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it was fucking stupid.
What was
the food?
It's Thanksgiving. It's SmackDown. It's Thanksgiving. There has to be food for people to throw at each other or to land in or whatever.
Of throwing food at each other. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, saunters her ass down to the ring in her knee-high leopard print boots.
And she wipes her boots before she gets in the ring.
Her high heels. Now,
yes.
I gotta tell you, Charlotte Flair, you did the damn thing tonight. When I explain to you guys what I mean by that, you'll understand. But she gets in the ring. She cuts a hellacious promo about losing to Becky Lynch.
But she still lost.
Yeah. I'm just saying she lost. The cheater got cheated. That's basically what it ends up being.
Right.
So after the whole segment,
the daughter of the dirtiest player in the game got done dirty.
Exactly. She got done dirty. So after this whole segment, this whole issue, this whole get down, shout out to my sister and my niece. Yeah, thank you very much for the lovely comments. She basically is talking shit, and out comes Toni Storm. Now Tony Storm came out. She walked out to the ring, and she's like in all black, blonde hair with little black
Now,
streaks in it.
may I mention that Tony Storm comes out to an unrecognizable theme song
Yes.
that made everybody go,
Who the fuck is that?
"What the fuck is that?"
Like I saw her and was like, "Is that Tony Storm?" Right?
I was
So
like, whose music is that?
So she comes out, and Tony gets in the ring, and she says, "I told you that you were going to lose to Becky Lynch, and guess what? You lost to Becky Lynch. So I figured you were going to come after me. So here I am." Now, Charlotte Flair, my God, this comment right here was almost as bad, almost as good as that guy who just fucking gave the spear to Seth Rollins on Raw. She comes out and she says, she looks at her, she goes, "I'm sorry. I hardly knew you were even here." Like, wow, you just fucking basically said she didn't exist. And, she's like, "Well, I can beat you up here, or I can," and she threw a punch at her. So she bumps out to the ring, and she's like standing outside the ring. So as Charlotte outside the ring talking shit. Yeah, this is the part right here. Charlotte stands outside the ring talking shit. She dares Tony Storm to come down to come out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I did this to you, you'd be pissed off. So she jumps on the ring and she walks up to Charlotte, and Charlotte picks up a pie and smashes the pie in her
before you
face.
continue, ladies and gentlemen, we are all wrestling fans here. You would not be watching the show if you were not a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you were in the ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin, he gave you a beer and you both popped the tops and you smashed your beer together and you both took a sip, you know what's happening next.
Exactly.
But please continue.
So she smashes the pie in her face, and she just wipes the shit out of her face.
And Charlotte, was all in her hair.
It was bad. And Charlotte just walks away like, "Ha, ha, ha, fuck you, bitch." Right? And then Charlotte comes right back around and says, "Come on, come get some." Now, the pie in her face already, she walks up to Charlotte with her arms down. And Charlotte picks up another pie and smashes it in her face again. Tony Storm wipes the stuff from her eye like she's about to cry. And Charlotte walks away laughing. What the fuck? Okay? What in the actual fuck? Julian, look, if I walked up to you and smashed a pie in your face, and then I stepped back and I laughed at you, and I said, "Hey, Julian, come get some," and you start walking up to me and you see me as plain as day pick up this fucking pie, are you gonna let me smash it in your face again?
Not to mention there's like a turkey and a ham and I mean, like even better food weapons laying around.
I'm just saying, it was beyond fucking stupid.
Yeah, so Tony Storm just leaves with
pie on her face,
in her hair.
If The Rock was there, you know what kind of pie he would say it was. I'm just saying, if The Rock was there, we'd all know what kind of pie it was.
Yeah.
But I digress. Because in the grand scheme of things, it was fucking stupid.
So next up, we have a in-ring or a backstage segment where the legit boss, Sasha Banks, the namesake for my pup, Sasha, confronts Sonya Deville, who looks a lot like a Bella Danger in this segment.
You know, you said that.
Yeah. Anyway, they have a backstage segment where Sasha Banks is suddenly concerned with, "Hey, what's your problem with Naomi?" Reason why I say suddenly concerned is because, kind of like an Oreo cookie. I mean, sometimes Sasha is going to be black and sometimes she's not. I don't know. She's just kind of flip-flopping here. Suddenly she's, "Hey, I was once a member of Team Bad." And then suddenly I was once not. I was, but Snoop's my cousin, right? It's me and Snoop. That's my cousin. Anyway, so Sasha's like, "Hey, what's your problem with Naomi?" And Sonya Deville is like, "Hey, fine. Tell you what, you want to be taken up for it? You got a problem with it? You and Naomi versus the tag team of Natalya and the Queen of Spades, which is a total misnomer and false representation of."
Julian just does not like the fact that the Queen of Spades is definitely not a Queen of Spades.
She has a tattoo of a black spade and a Q in it.
Okay.
We all
So
know
for the
what
people
that
who don't know
means.
what that means, for you
Anyway,
who don't know what that
Shayna
means,
Baszler.
well, let's just say it's something.
So it's Shayna Baszler and Natalya, which I think Natalya might be more of a Queen of Spades than Shayna Baszler, but I digress. And then not even go to commercial, but like, boom. Out coming Naomi. Like, how fast are y'all making matches around here? Like, this is highly efficient.
I said to you, I was like, already?
We're doing this.
like they were just backstage talking and all, like Sasha's in her street clothes, and all of a sudden it's like the match has happened already. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It reminded those always remind me of was that Kurt Angle who said I hope you brought a Snickers, it's gonna be a long night.
Yep. Why wait?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, they just boom went right into it. So you have Shayna Baszler, who like definitely Naomi should not be beating. I'm sorry. And she used to ragdoll the shit out of Sasha. So, I mean, Natalya has like really no reason to tag in this match. But, they make reason for that to happen. And so you actually have a convenient match between the four of them, except for there's this one part of the match where Natty like trips outside the ring for no reason. You also have the spot where Naomi, she dove out the ring, was sitting ringside with her legs spread, like she was stretching almost, and Shayna Baszler just gives her a vicious running knee to the face. I mean, just like, wow, just clocks her.
There was so much wrong with this match.
There were just and then so there was a spot in the match where Shayna Baszler had Naomi tied up in the Kurafina clutch, and then Sasha Banks just comes in right in front, like right in front of the ref, like almost like, excuse me, ref, I need to interfere, like right in front of the ref.
The ref looked right at her
and hits the
right
backstabber.
at her.
Wow, hits the backstabber right in front of her, and then like rolls out and grabs the tag rope.
Okay, so as a professional wrestler, I just gotta say this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give two shits about the fucking tag rope. In all 29 years of wrestling, I think I've used a tag rope once. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna fucking lose. I'm gonna use the tag rope, and I'm gonna tell the referee, "Hey, do like that referee on SmackDown and look right at me while I attack this guy and don't disqualify me." Because that's what we fucking saw tonight. Okay, so I have a question. Bad Blood, can I ask you a question? Shoot your shot, my friend. Shoot your shot. What's your question? And while we wait for that question.
Yeah, so last week we had the fast count against Naomi, which was, we're going to get the evil black female ref to quick count Naomi.
Well, they can't do that on Black Friday. They gave us a day. They cannot do something dastardly on Black Friday.
I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that one alone.
That's right.
Naomi eventually pins Natalya with a sunset flip.
A horrible sunset flip at that. I thought she was going to break her back.
It wasn't the best one, but a sunset flip nonetheless.
It was pretty fucking lame.
So, speaking of sales, Soupy sales, if y'all never watched
Super
Super
sales.
Sale shows, God, I'm aging myself. Anyway, we had the Black Friday Battle Royal, also known as the Future Endeavor Battle Royal, and it was Sami Zayn. It was really a rehash of Survivor Series, except for like none of the Raw guys were on it. So of course you had Sami Zayn, Viking.
The Viking
the
Experience,
guys.
Raider, War Raider.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
You had Sheamus, Drew Gulak, who I didn't ever really notice was in the Battle Royal.
Okay, so
Mace.
stop for a second because I'm really confused.
Yes.
I thought Drew Gulak got fired.
No, you're thinking of the little dude.
No, it's Drake Maverick. But I thought Drew Gulak's name was on that list too, the Future Endeavor list.
Nope, still around.
Thank God. I love Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak's still around. So is Mace.
He did right. He did let fucking Randy Orton clone
Riddle
wear his trunks last week on Raw.
Yes. You had the Latin heartthrob. Shit, what are they called now? Los Lotharios?
Sexy Mexies.
Wow.
That's what
okay.
Called.
And you had Mansoor, you had Jinder Mahal.
Don't hinder the
and
gender.
Shanky. You had Jeff
Don't
Hardy.
hinder the gender.
You had the British Blacktop Bully, and then you had Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss and Rick
Boogs
versus Ricochet and versus Cesaro.
Oh, Iron Man is my favorite Avenger, just so you know.
And so Sheamus was like, hey, Drew, you didn't make the cut. Sorry. You're not in the Battle Royal. And so everybody's in the ring ready to go, and here comes Drew swinging his sword. And by sword, I mean the one that, his family crest that they slew a Loch Ness monster with, and so forth and so on.
The one they found Jimmy Hoffa with. Yeah, the one Tupac and Biggie were playing with, all the mythical things that happen in the world. That sword has been part of it.
Yes, the metal sword with his family crest that's known for slaying dragons and whatnot.
Pimps and hoes and all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Oh my God.
Do you have a story about how Flash Funk got his gimmick?
Oh my God, no.
And so
I will tell you a story about Too Cold Scorpio off air because it was interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, the way it goes down is, I guess, allegedly they asked, they were in a meeting with his wife, and they were like, so what does he like to do? Oh, he loves to dance. Vince is like, really?
Oh, God.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever in the presence of Vince McMahon,
don't do no funny shit.
And someone says, hey, what do you like to do? Be really selective.
Say you like to do nothing.
If you're like,
paid for it.
like, wow, I'm an avid bowler. Wah, wah. If you're an archer, I bet you Damian Priest is like, I like archery.
You know what happened? I can tell you exactly what happened. Damian Priest walked in there and was like, yeah, man, I like using bows and arrows and shit. I watched that show Arrow. Dun, dun, dun. Did it to him. Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. He walked in there and was like, fuck, I played baseball once. Dun, 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 dun. The Brooklyn Brawler was like, I got into a fight one time in Brooklyn. There it is. Isaac Yankem was like, I snatched a dude's tooth out of his mouth. Now he a dentist. Yeah. Yeah.
And Repo Man
boobs.
Like,
he just said he likes boobs, and there was
Rick Boogs with a G, people, with a G.
Hey, it says no, it's Rick Boobs. Hey, I don't write the news, I just report it. Okay. I don't write the news, I just report it.
So anyway, Drew McIntyre told Vince McMahon about his family sword. So now he's got a sword and he goes in the ring and he went in and he's swinging around because he's like, I wasn't included in the Battle Royal.
Can we?
And people were running away.
Swinging his sword on Black Friday.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of people who came in swinging a sword in Target or Best Buy trying to get a
Man,
better
somebody
deal.
got themselves a 80-inch TV while swinging a sword.
That's right. So we'll just make this short. So the match starts, and so eventually Corbin does turn on Madcap Moss. They laugh about it, of course.
Oh, wait, you're forgetting the best part. Madcap Moss tried to throw him over, and Corbin turned around and goes, "Hey, what the fuck?" And
He's like, "I got you.
It was just a joke." And then Corbin was like, "Yeah, it was a joke." Tossed his ass like a salad. Madcap Moss was like, "Ha ha, you got me, man. You got me." Really?
Right. So the first person eliminated was Drew Gulak, and he was eliminated by Sami Zayn, who suddenly disappears.
Okay, so in his
Takes
defense,
the powder.
In his defense,
so
Sami
Sheamus,
Zayn thrown through the ropes.
Sheamus eliminates Mansoor, Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss eliminates Mace. How ridiculous is that? Madcap Moss also eliminates Shanky.
Mm-hmm. And didn't he eliminate Jinder too?
Cesaro gets rid of Ridge Holland, the British Blacktop Bully. Moss gets rid of Cesaro. So Madcap gets rid of Cesaro. The whole thing with Madcap and Corbin takes place. And then Corbin gets rid of Madcap. Garza clothesline Boogs over the top rope. The Viking Raiders get rid of the Latin Heartthrobs. Sami Zayn slides under the ropes and goes to the outside. Sheamus tosses out both Viking Raiders. Sheamus bro kicks Ricochet, gets rid of him. Sheamus gets eliminated by Corbin. Happy Corbin gets eliminated by Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy celebrating on the ring ropes. And in comes my man Sami Zayn and tosses Jeff Hardy out. And so here's the funny part. So as he's about to be announced as the winner, and
they announced him as a winner.
Well, he was announced as the winner, but like before the big interview about how you get to face the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, all of a sudden Caleb Braxton's like, "Oh, wait, we just got confirmation that the suspension has been lifted and Brock Lesnar is back and we'll be back here next week." And so Sami Zayn is like, "What the hell? Like my spotlight's been stolen once again."
He just looked so defeated.
Yeah.
Like, I want to give him a hug. He just looked so sad. He was like, but I won. But wait, there's more.
I'm really waiting for this conspiracy video to come out. That's gonna be the best.
It's gonna be awesome.
Conspiracy.
Now look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't agree with any of the shit that happened tonight. It was a stupid ass show. I predicted Sami Zayn was gonna do the Jerry Lawler gimmick and come back at the end because Vince doesn't like letting people win in their hometown. He fucking hates it. Like, oh, you're a hometown boy? You're not gonna win. It sucks. But it is what it is.
I thought Sami Zayn was going to win it Survivor Series, but okay.
Yeah, I was glad he won.
I hope he was going to win the Survivor Series.
Speaking of winning, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a winner at life, you want to be a winner at life, and you want to help out the boys and girls that work at this amazing place, all you gotta do, ladies and gentlemen, it's real simple. Go right here to www.slamchats.com to support the boys and girls at bodyslam.net. That is www.slamchats.com. One more time for the cheap seats. If you want to help out the boys and girls here at bodyslam.net, you can go to www.slamchats.com. That is slamchats.com. Help your boys out with a little bit of a donation. Christmas is coming up. We got bills to pay. Help us out. So, now that we've got done with the whole SmackDown portion of this show.
No eggs required.
But they did have a fucking recap about the damn egg.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
it's a $100 million egg. It helps explain budget cuts.
Man, look, we don't want to talk about that shit. What we want to talk about is BCW World Bar presents the return of professional wrestling to the Holocene. Go stuff yourself. It's going to be tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. But the great thing about it is you can watch it on pay-per-view by doing this. Contact bcwbooker@gmail.com for IPPV info. That is
Watch it
internet
on
pay-per-view.
YouTube, y'all.
Man, it's a special link. Special link. Not the sneaky link, but the special link. Yeah, you like how I threw that
I
in
will
there?
be in the chats watching on YouTube.
You're going to be in the chats, huh? You're going to be in the chats watching on YouTube, huh?
I'm going to be in the chats watching on YouTube.
Man, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. Joro, man, it's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazier than that stupid show we just watched on SmackDown. But speaking of great shows, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with the main event of this show, real
Go
professional
stuff
wrestling.
yourself.
Drive me insane. I'll be cruised on lanes. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. I'll be cruised on lanes. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. I'll be
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're back.
So we're going to talk about professional wrestling at its best. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Go stuff yourself. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. And I know you're going to. Oh my God, 2.0 is the bulk and skull of AEW. Look. God damn it.
Yes.
Okay. They are the one part of this show that I fucking hate. Okay. I love everything there is about AEW except for these two fucking morons. So I can't even think now. He said the bulk and skull. I hate you for that one.
Bulk and skull.
The bulk and skull of fucking AEW. Stupid. So tonight's AEW emanated from Chicago, Illinois. It didn't have CM Punk, which was weird.
Maybe he had the night off. Maybe he actually gets to spend time with his family after Thanksgiving.
I don't know. But let's go, because this show started out with fire. I mean, serious fire. Adam Cole and Bobby Fish came out right at the start of the show. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, the Undisputed Era 2.0, BTE, the Elite, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They came out to face Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta of the Best Friends. Now, despite Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta like holding their own against Cole and Fish and Cole actually they won this match, but it wasn't an easy match to win. But some of the most funniest things happened in this match. Like, for instance, at the beginning of the match, you got Adam Cole in the ring, and you got Orange Cassidy. Well, Wheeler Yuta got in, did a couple things, tag, whatever, whatnot. But the funny part of the match was Adam Cole gets in the ring, and Orange Cassidy does a thing with his hands in his pocket.
Yes.
So Orange Cassidy would put his hands up like, oh, and the crowd was going, oh, and he would put his hands in his pocket, and Adam Cole grabbed his hand and said, no, we're not doing that shit. He says, watch this. So then he turns and he goes, Adam Cole, baby. And the crowd does it, right? So he goes, that's how you do it. And lo and behold, Orange Cassidy did the when he put his hands in his pocket again, and Adam Cole stopped it. And he grabbed Adam Cole's arm and did the most amazing chain wrestling spot that ended with a snapmare. And when he snapmared Adam Cole, he gave the thumbs up to
in the camera.
I died. I was like dead.
Directly
and
in
he
the camera.
smiled. It was so funny. Some of the comedy in this match was fucking ridiculous. But at the end, Bobby Fish hit the superplex from the top rope on Wheeler Yuta. And then that was it. That was for the pin. But despite being the tag team specialist that Adam Cole and Bobby Fish are, that was a pretty fucking hard and intense match.
Correct.
To start AEW out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, Rampage is 1 hour. That is 60 minutes of high octane wrestling. Hardly do you get these 30 and 40 minute promos or Roman Reigns comes to the ring for fucking 35 minutes. You don't get that shit on Rampage. You get wrestling. Rampage is professional wrestling at its best. We get a backstage segment with Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone has Tony Nese, what do they call him? The premier athlete?
Yeah. Oh.
So Tony Nese is backstage, and he says basically, I am not impressed by Sammy Guevara, the AEW TNT champion. His championship run is lackluster. So that right there is the epitome of shit talking in AEW. Because once you say somebody's title run or say they're horrible, it's almost like saying bitch in WWE. Sammy Guevara comes out, gets in his face. They go, you know what, man? Hey, you know, man, I'm just a new guy, running my mouth. It's cool. How about we have a match for the TNT Championship next week? And Guevara goes, you're on. And they go to shake hands. And as Tony walks away, he spins him around and punches him right in the fucking ribs. Awesome. And then he kneeled down with his knee into Guevara's ribs.
And grounded him.
Ground
right in his, yeah.
He said the reason the guy has the belt is because the guys like Nese weren't available yet. Wow. Basically saying, you know what you are? You know what you are to me? You know what you are to me? You're just a dude holding the belt till I was ready. That's what that says to me.
Yep. That was a great message to send.
So, in the match that was, and this is why I love AEW over WWE in this aspect. If you watch a WWE event, they telegraph who the winner is. If Roman Reigns, faces Joe Blow from the street, right? Just random ass dude on the street, you automatically assume Roman Reigns is gonna kill that guy, right? That's why we had Riho versus Britt Baker, DMD, the AEW Women's World Champion, in a Black Friday special match. And basically, if Riho defeats Britt Baker in a non-title match, she gets a shot at the championship. So, you know how WWE does these whole championship contender matches?
Yes.
Where the champion has to beat you in order to be a champion and a contender for their own title. And you know how they like to have the stupid-ass rules?
Yes.
This is what professional wrestling is. A challenger, a champion. If the challenger beats the champion in a non-title match, they get a shot at the title. Whoa, what a fucking concept. So, Britt Baker comes to the ring. Well, Riho's in the ring. Riho weighs about 75 pounds, so I can wear both my boots in my trophy case way more than Riho. But she was the first AEW Women's Champion.
Yep.
And believe it or not, she has like a 12-3 record. So she's pretty fucking stellar. Which is kind of cool because here wins and losses do matter.
Allegedly.
12-4. She's getting a shot at the champion.
Okay.
Look, WWE, like I said, Joe Blow off the street can come in and say, hey, I want a shot at your championship, buddy. Why not? You can have a shot. You're number 99th ranked out of 100 challengers. I'll give you a shot. That shit don't happen to AEW. People have to earn their fucking keep.
Earn the match. I got a problem with that.
Look at Bryan Danielson. He had to beat everyone in the Dark Order. Apparently.
Yes. Apparently, he's going to.
He had to kill like 90 fucking people to get shot.
He's gonna murder all of them.
He's gonna be murder, death, kill. He's Dexter of the AEW right now. But so we have Riho challenging Britt Baker in a non-title match. If she wins, she gets a shot at the AEW Women's Championship. Okay. So during this match, now we had there was a little heat from Wednesday night because Britt Baker cost my girl the prototype of a women's professional wrestler. You know what I'm talking about, Jamie Hayter.
Yep.
She cost Jamie Hayter the championship. So they all come out, and I'm like, oh shit, Jamie Hayter's with her. And Jamie just stayed down. Like when they all got in the ring, Jamie just stayed down the apron. And when they were coming out of the curtain, Jamie took her sweet ass time coming out.
Correct.
So there's some issues in the DMD office. But after a little bit of trash talk back and forth, Riho avoided a stomp from Baker from the beginning. Like this match was crazy. Riho survived an ass whooping. She was through like the women's champ was dominating the 90% of this match, throwing Riho around the ring like Brock Lesnar like Brock Lesnar did to Ricochet. Just tossed her like a salad at a fucking Olive Garden. It was just crazy. So Riho got to the top rope and tried to do a double stomp on Britt Baker, and Britt Baker moved out of the way.
Correct.
So when Baker was down again, Riho does the double stomp from the top rope, and she rolled up the champ for a pin, a clean pin, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. So the unbeaten AEW Women's Champion just got beat by the contender for a championship.
So this is kind of the problem that I have across all promotions with let's have the non-title match, da-da-da-da-da. Because it almost seems like as soon as you tell the champ it's a non-title match, they're kind of like, for win, lose, doesn't really matter. You know, I can save myself for later. You know, why exert myself so hard? I'll save that energy for when the title's on the line. Where if win-loss records matter, then you shouldn't have that mentality. However, you are the champ. So the whole reason for having a win-loss record is that you get to an opportunity to hold the championship. Well, now you're the one holding it. So as long as you exert your best efforts for your championship matches, then fine. But someone should just make that clear versus just like every time there's a non-title match, someone's just like, they got me.
Well, okay. So speaking as a champion, I'm the North American Heavyweight Champion of the OIWA.
Mm-hmm.
Every match I'm in, be it a singles title match, a non-title match, or a tag team match, I want to win.
Correct. You should
because as a champion, I'm supposed to be up here. As a champion, I'm supposed to be at the pinnacle. I don't want to fucking lose. Because if I lose at the pinnacle, guess what? I'm no longer special. I'm like, okay. It's like when you're dating someone and they say like honey and babe and beautiful and love and I love you and all this other bullshit, right? Or they say like darling, but then they say it to everybody else.
Correct.
You don't feel special no more. You feel like just one of the boys, right?
The boys.
So if you're a champ and you get beat in non-title matches all the time, you're just a dude holding a belt. You're no longer special.
Correct.
So me as a champ, I want to win all the time. I want to be the top-notch dude. I want to be the man, the myth, and the legend. I don't want to be just a random fucking Abe Knuckleball Shorts. I don't want to be the Brooklyn Brawler.
Just
I want to be the Rock, not the Pebble, the Rock.
Yes.
You know? And, here's right here. Boom. Classic. Allowing a loss in a non-title match is quite disrespectful to the title.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But if you lose by like a surprise roll-up or some shit and you just lose, then you know what? You lost. But sometimes losses like that not only elevate the challenger, but they elevate the champion as well. Because that champion now has Now it's like, now I got to beat you.
Correct.
Now I've got to beat your ass now because you beat me in front of all these people on national TV. You beat my ass on TNT in front of probably 1 million people watching me. Now I've got to beat you.
I got to get my heat back.
Yeah, there it is. Like when they fucking hacked my Twitter the other day. I was like, oh hell no. I need to get my Twitter back. And when I got it back, what was the first thing you said?
Got my heat back.
Boom. There it is. Got my heat back. And speaking of heat, whoo-wee. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of the big show tomorrow, the main event.
Go stuff yourself.
Is the BCW Worldwide Tag Team Championships are on the line as a mystery tag team is challenging the Natural Born Outlaws for the BCW Worldwide Tag Team titles. But also on the card, your boy the franchise teaming up with this man right here. 630 days as the BCW Worldwide Champion.
Who you can follow on Instagram.
That's right. A just exciting man. Look. Your boy Just Exciting, the BCW Worldwide Champion. Your boy Bad Blood, the franchise player, Double B, the OIW North American Heavyweight Champion, are facing Big Vicious, the psychotic 6'8", 315-pound monster from the mental facility. Because here, it's like the local medical facility. Him and a mystery partner. It was originally supposed to be a street fight. One of us winners got injured.
The Portland mental patient?
He's a sick fuck. So things are crazy, but there's a mystery partner for Just Exciting 9 to face. The Rockefeller Foundation. That's right, your boys, the 503 Originals, rated 2G up in here. 2 champs with straps, 2 dudes with attitudes. Sexual chocolate in the ring. That's right, your boys, Sexual Chocolate. Here in BCW Worldwide, we're going to have a good old-fashioned Falls Count Anywhere in the goddamn building. So you better go check out that pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to be crazy. But speaking of crazy,
a popcorn stand involved?
There's a strip club next door. Somebody's going to be at the strip club.
Oh, man.
I wish Paul Moonshine was the special guest referee. That fucking jigsaw-looking ass dude. But anyway, he's always like, want to play a game. So the main event for this show, Eddie Kingston, the Mad King, versus Daniel effing Garcia, Red Death. He likes he likes watching DC movies too, so he called it Red Death. Red Death, ladies and gentlemen, is Batman and the Flash mixed. Red Death.
Really?
Yes. Now, this whole thing started with Garcia and his idiotic friends 2.0.
SpongeBob.
Squareface.
You forgot. Enough talking.
No. Okay, look.
It looks like it's enough talking. It's time for the main event.
Mark Henry is a goddamn Hall of Famer. The world's
That's what I
strongest
do.
man. The world's strongest man. The original Sexual Chocolate.
That's what he do.
The original Sexual Chocolate.
Who gave birth to a hand. Get it?
It was with Mae Young. Anyway, the point of this whole thing is you're a fucking Hall of Famer, and your job is to say, hey, Julian, I understand you didn't like what happened earlier this week when they threw coffee in your face. Hey, Bad Blood, what are you going to do when you have to face Julian in the ring tomorrow night? I know what you're going to do. It's time for enough talking. Let's get to the main event. Shut the fuck up, dude. Really? That is your job?
Let's get ready to rumble.
That is your job. Like, you are not Michael Buffer. You're
Hey,
not
man,
Bruce
that's all you got.
Buffer. You're not
So
the Buffer that works for
He
the
was,
adult
he was
industry.
looking
You're
for
just-
he was looking for a nice little side gig, just
I don't know,
a few
man.
days a week, just
It just annoys the shit out of me. Like,
got no trouble.
it's wrong. But
He's just
the
looking
best-
for a steady paycheck.
the best part of that is he was gone real quick. Eddie Kingston came out to wrestle Daniel Garcia, and that was a hard-hitting match. Like,
Yes,
Danny
it was.
Garcia is he is the future of professional wrestling. He is one of the, in my opinion, he should be a pillar. That guy's great. Oh, special shout out to my girl Jay Shell, who is in love with Daniel Garcia.
Why, yes,
yeah.
she is.
She got excited on Twitter the other day. She says, "Oh my God, my wrestling husband has noticed me on Twitter." Jay Shell is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go any further, I just gotta say this: if Jay Shell is 17 years old, she's an amazing person. She works so fucking hard. Literally, she's been with BodySlam.net 3 weeks, and she's written over 70 fucking articles. She is killing the game. That girl is doing so much. She's got her own show that we're going to be special guests on, by the way. Where she and another lady, Clarissa Lopez, they basically rebook pay-per-views the way they will book them. So I am excited to join their show to do this. She's been on our show several times. She's a staff writer at BodySlam.net. She is the future of this business. So for someone to take her hard work and to take credit for her work, not only is that disrespectful to her as a person and as an artist, because being a staff writer, being someone that can report wrestling and be someone who can support wrestling and be like so out there at such a young age. Like, I'm just saying, it's shitty. That girl works so fucking hard. So the next time you decide to take credit for
steal her material,
the next time you decide to take credit
wow,
for something she has done, you can do what other people would say.
go
You can
stick
take
yourself.
credit and you can be an asshole about it, or you can pretty much go fuck yourself. Don't take credit for something that you've not done. That girl works so hard to be in this industry. She was a fan that loved this industry so much that she wanted to be a part of it, and she finally got her opportunity to be part of it. And I feel that she was disrespected by you taking credit for her. And several different articles were written, and it's bullshit.
Oh wow!
If you're gonna take a part of an article that she wrote, and you're gonna take part of that's plagiarism in some aspects. But if she wrote this article and she sent me the articles, I looked at them and I'm like, I know. She did an interview with Shane Taylor, and Shane Taylor said some things in his interview that were news breaking, and she broke that news. So for you to take parts of her article and put them in your own article as you wrote it without giving her credit, that's bullshit. If you've been in this industry 17, 20, 30 years, you're a leading person in this industry, and I'm probably going to get heat for it, but I don't fucking care. If you're that type of person that you will take someone else's work, then you are dirtier than Tessa Blanchard. Just saying. Now that I've gotten my heat out of the way, and ladies and gentlemen, these are my comments, these are my views and my views alone that do not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast or those of BodySlam.net. They are just
I'll share
Double B
those.
Bad Blood. They're of mine.
I'll take half and half of those.
Okay. All right. That's right, Cheryl. Lazy ass. That's right.
I got 5 on it.
You got 5 on it. Good looking out, bro. Good looking out. So we get to the main event: Danny Garcia versus Eddie Kingston, and the ending of the match was fucking phenomenal. Because Eddie goes for his spinning back fist, and Garcia ducks the first one just to get hit with the second one. Yeah. And Eddie Kingston gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. It was an awesome match. A great way to end the pay-per-view, but I mean end the show, but it didn't end that way. Because after the match was over, your boys 2.0 jumped Eddie Kingston. Kingston had no friends there. Because John Moxley is still out doing the responsible thing and getting himself better.
And this is where, for me, things went sideways.
Because of all people, Chris Jericho comes out
to do no, doesn't come out. He does the should I interfere, brother? Does the fan
brother?
Oh, should I go in the ring?
Yeah, mega powers,
man.
But he came in and made the save.
Go make
shout out to those
you're
sexy
either
ass
going
jerseys.
to or you're not going to. Get the fuck in the ring and do what you're gonna do. Don't be like, oh.
Hey, at least he wasn't like Cody, who came from fucking the Colonnade section Z, came all the way down the stairs, and for 5 minutes you see him running down the stairs.
Hey, look, the reason why it took Cody so long to get to the ring is because people were blocking him. They were like, "Nah, man, why don't you just stay in the
They were like, "Sit down, Cody.
Sit your ass down.
We don't even like you.
Get your ass back on that.
Listen here, Homelander.
Go back home.
It's not the Statue of Liberty. You can't do what you want." Watch The Boys last season finale to understand what that reference was about. I do what I want. Oh man. Anyway, so that ends the show. Apparently next week we're gonna have some really good matches. But the Jay Shell also broke this news for BySM.net. And I quote, next week you're gonna have Cody Rhodes versus Andrade El Idolo. I said it right, El Idolo. In an Atlanta street fight. God damn it. Cody gonna get beat in Atlanta. You got Alan Angels, number 5 of the Dark Order.
I'm gonna watch that match for one reason.
What's that?
I want Andrade to plant Cody with that same goddamn
again. Oh my god, it was so horrible.
It made
me cringe.
Just hit a good
cringe.
one.
But we got some stellar matches. Stellar matches. So on Dynamite, we have Cody Rhodes versus Andrade in an Atlanta street fight. Bryan Danielson taking on Alan 5 Angels. No, this match is gonna be awesome because 5's a Atlanta native. And Alan 5 Angels took the former AEW World Champion Kenny Omega to his limits. So we'll see. We'll see if he survives the wrath of the American Dragon.
Took him to the limit, but he didn't take him to the pay window.
The pay window. Now, this match is something that I've been. I'm a little on the fence, and I'm on the fence because I care, but I don't give a fuck. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I care because I get to see Sting and Darby Allin in Atlanta.
Whoa. You get to see who?
It's Sting.
All right.
And Darby Allin in a battle of 2 undefeated teams. So Darby and Sting versus Billy and Colton Gunn. Now she wrote an article about the other Gunn, Austin.
Okay.
And some racist and sexist comments that he made on Twitter when he was younger. He apologized for the comments. So I'm assuming that's why he hasn't been wrestling.
Me that somebody's last name Gunn could possibly make some racist and
oh my god! Can I get a what? What? But Billy and Colton Gunn versus Sting and Darby Allin in a battle of the 2 undefeated tag teams. Now, this is the match that I've been waiting for 3 weeks. Chris Statlander versus Ruby Soho, TBS tournament semifinal match.
TBS?
That's not that bitch station. Not the bitch show. Is a Turner Broadcasting. Look, I'm just. I don't want to be.
Is Ruby gonna stir it up? She gonna stir it up. She gonna stir it up.
Julian has been banned from the channel.
She gonna make
stirring shit up.
She gonna make some red Soho cake.
Oh my god, Ruby Soho is gonna face Chris Statlander in the semifinal match for the TBS Women's Championship. So the next edition of Rampage will also be a tape show. It'll be taped on December 1st, right after Dynamite. So on that show, the rest of the show, you'll see Sammy Guevara versus the what does he call himself again? Tony Nese, the where
Athlete, premier athlete.
premier athlete Tony Nese for the TNT Championship Open Challenge, and then a match that I'm hoping breaks down into a 3-on-3 match at the end of it. Because in a 2 out of 3 falls, we're gonna have the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Bros, take on the.
Whoa. Okay, sorry. I misheard you. Go ahead.
No, you didn't mishear me. You didn't mishear me. I said I wanted to break down to a 6-man tag team match, and I'll explain why.
Yep.
We have the Lucha Bros.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The AEW World Tag Team Champions in a 2 out of 3 falls match against FTR, the AAA Tag Team Champions, for the AEW World Tag Team belts.
Shenanigans.
Now, I'm hoping Tully Blanchard gets in the ring and Alex Abrahantes gets in the ring and Tully Blanchard beats the shit out of Alex Abrahantes. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that happens. I know I'm really fucked up for that, but
hey
I
man,
want to see
look,
it happen.
if you were like me and you used to watch that night's main event, and whenever the British Bulldogs fought, and it was the tag team was being defended with British rules, and it was 2 out of 3 falls, you knew it was going to be fire. So you knew that, first of all, the heels were always going to get the first pin.
Quickly.
You know there's going to be some shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's going to be some bullshit. And the Bulldogs were there, you know, Matilda was going to chase somebody. So in this case...
9 times out of 10, it was Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, of course. And he might even end up in a weasel suit just because. So, you know, if you go 2 out of 3 falls, shenanigans will ensue.
Oh,
so this is something to look forward to.
It's going to be shenanigans.
And especially if it's FTR, there's going to be some old school shenanigans.
We're talking about the salt in the eyes, the baby powder, and it's going to be gangster stuff right there.
Yeah.
The good old brass knucks in the boots. They might pull the Mass Confusion, Killer Bee style. I'm just saying. But Lucha Bros versus FTR for the AEW World Tag Team belts, 2 out of 3 falls match. It's going to be a banger. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is professional wrestling. This is AEW. Now, before we go, I want to say something real quick. I want to give a shout out to my boy Cosmo Williams. Known at BCW Worldwide as the Great and Powerful Cosmo. He's 1/3 of the Rockefeller Foundation. He's one of our group. He's one of our boys. Over the course of the last 24 hours, he lost his father.
Oh.
His father went to sleep and did not wake up. Real hard situation. I personally know this pain. You know, so just like give a shout out to my boy Cosmo. If you know him on Facebook, if you don't know him on Facebook, and you find him on my personal Facebook, or you can just comment on my personal Facebook or my Twitter or my Instagram, my Snapchat, my fucking whatever. Show some love. It really sucks when you lose a family member, brother, sister, mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, whatever, whatnot. But to lose your hero, the person who you looked up to the most. My mom was my best friend. And I died a little bit with her. And I know how Cosmo's feeling. So shout out to my boy Cosmo. He's still planning on coming and doing the show tomorrow, which is, fuck. So ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. If you're watching this podcast right now, if you're listening to it on Google, Spotify, Anchor, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Pandora, either buy a ticket to the show or contact us at bcwbooker@gmail.com. Watch this show, even in honor of Cosmo's father. Cosmo's going to have a match tomorrow night, and might be his last for a long time. So show support, because at the end of the day, you never know. You might go to sleep tonight and not wake up yourself.
True that.
That's why I always make it a point to go to bed and tell people that I love them before I go to bed, because it might be the last time they hear that from me. So with that being said, I love all you guys out there. thank you very much for joining us every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday night, because we know you guys got a lot better shit to do than listen to us ramble on about the bullshit that we see on television. But you do, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you so much that Julian has decided to tell you where you can watch us on TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the Portland, Oregon area and you want to watch the show on TV, man, on Monday nights at 10 p.m., Channel 23 Xfinity TV and Channel 8002 CenturyLink TV. On Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m., Channel 23 Xfinity TV and Channel 8003 CenturyLink TV. And on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m., Channel 11 on both Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV in Portland, Oregon.
And if you're driving around in your car, you want to listen to this, and you want to find out all the latest hot gossip, you can always listen to us on Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all the major podcast platforms. You can also go to bodyslam.net for all your wrestling news needs, behind the scenes scoops, Jay Shell's amazing articles. All you gotta do is go basically to www.bodyslam.net. That is www.bodyslam.net. If you want to support the boys and girls here at BCW Worldwide, it's easy. You can go to BCW Worldwide Presents Go Stuff Yourself live on pay-per-view Saturday, November 27th at the Holocene 1001 Southeast Morrison Street. Doors open at 3:30. Bell time is 4 o'clock. Tickets are on sale right now. We're almost sold out, so you might want to get your tickets now. Go to eventbrite.com. Look for BCW Worldwide Presents, and you can get your tickets there. You want to make Julian happy? Hashtag Reunite3MB. Ain't going to happen, but, fuck it. Most importantly, if you want to support the boys and girls here at the bodyslam.net, you can go to slamchats.com. That is www.slamchats.com. Support the boys and girls here at bodyslam.net. Help keep the lights on, so to speak, because we love being able to hook you guys up. If you want to watch the pay-per-view tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, it starts at 4 o'clock live. You can go ahead and contact bcwbooker@gmail.com. That is bcwbooker@gmail.com for the IPPV information. It's going to be real live, real good show tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. 3MB, baby. No.
That's right.
No. Sending prayers to Cosmo. That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go ahead and do the most. We're going to bounce on you guys. Thank you for joining us here once again. Live here is the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast presented by bodyslam.net. Ladies and gentlemen, for your boy, Chemical Julian, this has been Double B, the French Spear, and we are out.
Give them your flowers now.